bring it back to the nest that is my room.
Right. Gotta keep the shiny rocks safe.
Alright.
Alright, we are rolling! When we last
Woo!
left our brave vampires, I
What
don't
does the E mean?
E
this-
means exploding.
Ah, exploding, okay. Where do you set the difficulty? How does it know?
It doesn't. You'll just have to look at what you rolled and see.
Yeah.
Pachoo!
Read the tiny little numbers.
Oh, interesting. And it shows what the 10 exploded into.
Mm-hmm.
But now, can 10s explode into other 10s? Oh, yes, they can!
Oh, tasty.
And it has like a special visual representation for this, which I like. It also has a probability report. How probable was it to roll this poorly? Very improbable. So, when we last left our brave vampires, they...
Clyde, I need a spoon, and then I'll be ready. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you goon.
I know! I'm a fool!
You goddamn goon.
Eat it with a fork.
I eat jello with a fork like a real man.
Can't eat soup with a fork, Reynold. I've tried that before.
No, man, you just slurp it up until there's nothing but stuff at the bottom, and then use the fork to eat up all the stuff.
Not the same. Then I may as well just be drinking stock and then eating veggies.
That is absolutely correct, yes.
Yeah, I don't want that.
In Reynolds' mind, those two pictures
That's
are
not
the same.
Right. Fucking
Yeah.
corporate needs you to find the difference between these two photos. There is no difference.
Yeah. I need the soup experience, not the stock then veggie experience. And now I have a spoon, so now I will not interrupt any further.
Okay, so when we last left our brave vampires, they were... I don't exactly remember why, but they were going to kidnap and or recruit a local teen werewolf to Kali's Raiders in exchange for information. I don't remember what you wanted to ask.
No,
Amir.
we wanted a meeting with Amir. That was our condition in order to free up some time for him to meet with us.
But I don't remember why you wanted to meet him.
We're looking for
to find out some information about who Adam wants for one of the roles, the necromancy Santa.
Oh.
Yeah, we wanted to figure out who he wants to bring back. Who he wants to wake up.
Arise, chicken, arise. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We went through various hunter possibilities. We researched them out and determined that Kali's Raiders were the least kind of likely to completely try to kill us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And shit, I was a dum-dum who forgot to write what the name of the trailer park was.
Guess you'll have to go to your trailer park name generator.
No, this is actually on the map. Harbor Point Estates. By Wolf Lake Memorial Park, just to make this totally obvious.
Right. Wolf Lake.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
A werewolf discovered at Wolf Lake. What are the odds? A man named Otto Octavius ends up with 8 limbs. What are the odds? Anyway. So that is your mission if you choose to accept it.
Which we have.
Yeah,
we have chosen to accept it.
Yeah. We don't like it, but we're accepting it.
There do not seem to be any stipulations on how you get this werewolf to join Kali's Raiders. By hook or by crook, any means are at your disposal.
The main thing being alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need a dead child showing up at their compound.
No, that would that would look bad for them, look bad for us.
Oh,
Ruin our
Ideally,
chances to network with them.
yeah, ideally we don't fight the werewolf at all.
right.
Well, we also don't know how much he knows of his condition.
Nope.
Yeah, he doesn't have a pack.
Nope. Yeah, he's young and he's clanless. That's all you know. So he might not even be aware of his condition.
So he's not an aware wolf.
Okay. All right, Waylon. I know you're 1 experience point away from getting what you want. You lose 19 experience points.
No! That's all my XP.
I know it is. Killing you would have been a mercy.
No, I don't know about that.
Finish the mission and you'll give me all that back and one more.
All right, shall we venture off to Wolf Lake?
Yeah. It would be nice to see some nice houses out in the country. It's been a while since I've seen anything resembling an estate in this city.
Amelia's like humming to herself, like, hi ho, it's off to where we go. Like some kind of campy song, but it doesn't actually make sense.
So we're gonna leave the city?
Well, so I've got some news. I think
I haven't. We're gonna leave Chicago.
Sometimes you get a fresh perspective.
I think
It's not far.
I think technically you're still in the city at Harbor Point Estates.
Ah,
Yeah, because you are. Oh my God! It is right on the border between Indiana and Illinois.
mm.
Very interesting.
All right, off to Wolves we go.
But yeah, it's not too far outside the city. But congratulations, you're leaving the Gilded Cage. That being said, by what vehicle will you be taking?
We don't have Atticus's van anymore.
Oh no!
No.
Does Amelia have a mid-sized sedan?
I don't know if that was ever denied or confirmed.
It was we've taken your car places.
Yes.
I thought we only drove Atticus's car. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a car from her human days of like.
I think of all of us, you are most likely to have a car.
I think
There are
between the three of
good
you,
cars right on the street. I know how to hotwire them.
Amelia's probably got a hybrid. Let's be honest.
it's true.
Got a Prius. We're gonna take your Prius to go meet a werewolf.
Yes, we're taking it. Everybody get in the Prius.
Steal one. That way, if something happens to it, we don't care.
Yeah,
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean, we might have to abandon the car if we're running really fast.
Yeah. I don't care if we have to abandon it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Look at this fucking blocky piece of shit.
All right. Everybody in the car. Amelia's still got her license.
Or something approaching it. Your license photo has you with a lot of color. Like,
Yep.
anyone who looks at you and your goddamn license will be like, did you? And you, I don't know. You'll have to make up an excuse. I have a blood condition.
Amelia used to be tanning, not no more.
No. So, you guys get in your car, put in your GPS, and go to Harbor Point Estates.
Woo!
It is actually like a pretty, I don't want to say affluent trailer park. It feels weird saying affluent trailer park. But
of all the trailer parks.
Yeah, of all the trailer parks you've gone into, it's less Trailer Park Boys and more, oh shit, you know what's cheaper than a house? Trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what doesn't appreciate in value? Trailers.
Right, they're more like
hubcaps.
the hipster tiny house trailer kind.
Right.
The renovated buses and whatnot.
Oh God. Yeah. No.
Let's try to sniff out this werewolf.
I was about to say, where will you begin your investigation?
Well,
I
we
don't
know
know. Were
his
we given a
name.
specific? Yeah, were we told a specific trailer?
Nope.
Nope,
Of
just
course
a
not.
name, which we may have.
I should be able to find the name of, I mean, the location online.
I
We must
mean,
have a
that's true.
mailing
You're right.
address.
oh God damn. I mean, you don't have a name for the boy.
Oh, we don't have a name.
Yeah, we do. Miguel Marquez.
Shit. All right, you have a name for the boy. What was his name? Miguel Martez?
One second. Yoink. Oh, come on.
Also, I'm looking at this trailer park on Google Maps, and actually, yeah, it's really nice. Solid, preoccupied, graceless. Then, yeah, no, you definitely know which trailer he's staying in.
Neat.
But Mike, give me an intelligence and computer roll just to make sure you don't completely fuck it up.
Let me try the roller. Intelligence post computer. And this is or is not hacking.
No.
Ooh. Oh wow. That's ridiculous.
No successes.
5 successes. That's a
Oh.
fucking waste.
Yeah,
Damn.
no. He's in trailer number 323. That's where he lives with his mom.
Aw.
No dad listed. It's just the Marquez. It's not the Marquez family. It's like give me the gubbins.
Ooh.
It's it's Letitia Marquez.
Mm. Letitia.
But yeah, it's not the Marquez family. It's this is the address of Letitia Marquez.
Gotcha. Do we know how old the boy is?
He's not out of high school yet, so he's either 17 or 18.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is
That
gonna go
changes
so well.
things.
How do we want to approach this?
Like when I said he was a boy, I wasn't kidding. He's just a boy.
Right.
Well,
I could probably convince them that I'm some sort of social worker or here for an outreach program. Try to pull him away and talk with him alone without his mom.
well, you could be. I could set up some credentials for you as, like, say, well, one thing would be a school guidance counselor. Another thing would be somebody from like a prospective college who's trying to recruit him for some reason. I mean, I guess we should check out his social networking and see if he's like particularly smart or a jockey or whatever.
Right. Try to do a psych profile.
And then we can figure out the right approach for you to take. If he's a delinquent, then counselor. If he's like a college-bound kid, then you can be a recruiter.
Right. Good idea. Amelia's good at this psych profiling. Let's look at this kid's info.
About to say, is it time to troll social media?
Oh yeah.
All right, we're dredging the pond.
Yeah, I have to go into Facebook. I always feel dirty afterwards.
It's not great.
You can take a dip in the Wolves Lake.
Ooh. Even I bathe occasionally.
Look at the fecal coliform levels in that lake and tell me you want to go into bathe in it.
It's not like it'll hurt us.
It's just gross. I mean, and I hang out in a sewer sometimes.
Hey, it's a disused cistern, okay? It's totally different.
It's like an outdoor cistern.
But
Okay, do you need a role for me for social media, or is that just one for Amelia for psych profiling?
I'm assuming you do the psych profile based on what you find.
yeah, because like you like this kid's profile, there's not much you can tell just by looking at it. Like he doesn't spend too much time online. He's not a tech Drek.
We'll check out his friends' social media too, see if we can get any pictures and stuff of them.
Right.
Okay.
So give me what? That's
Oh,
that's the thing.
all right, that was good too. This thing is rolling very, very well. At least the first two rolls on it. I got 3 10s.
What I did problem? He doesn't have many Facebook friends.
Of course, it's only 3 successes because nothing successfully exploded, and there were only 10s.
Of course.
Weird. Okay. So 3 successes, by the way.
Yeah, there's not much information here. Like he's a strangely reclusive kid. Like you go back years and there's just not a lot there. Um
Check his academic records, Mikey.
about to
that was
say
where
you're
go
you're
next.
you're gonna have to go in. If you can get into his messages, there might be a treasure trove of information in there.
So, I mean, 2 things: his email, and then maybe the school.
Both of those are connected to his social media credentials.
Okay.
Ah.
Do you need additional roles, or is the?
Yep,
is that
this is a hacking roll. Because
okay.
you're gonna have to what's that thing where you have a thing brute force a password
What's the bonus for a specialty?
+2 dice.
Let's do. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's 4 successes.
You are in. Is there a random bad password generator? Come on.
Oh fuck! He used his birth date. Oh.
Oh, here we go. Generate the worst passwords.
Everyone knows.
Welcome is like the classic.
Everyone knows the strongest password is 692469.
His password is just the word thunder.
Even use a cap or a special character. Oh God, this is so beneath me.
But yeah, it wasn't too difficult. That being said, you get into his messages and oh yeah, treasure trove. He mostly speaks to his friends using the private messenger. He probably can't afford too much like cell data on his cell phone. And there's just you troll through it quickly for most of the relevant information, and like mostly you get things like hey Miguel, what's going on, man? You've been missing a lot of school lately. Is everything all right? It isn't like you it's like you to fall asleep in class, not skip class entirely. And there's other messages like, hey man, we were gonna go to the mall yesterday. What happened? What, like, and the whole lot of what's happened to you? You're not acting like yourself.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Right. There's a whole lot of where'd you go?
Yeah. Yep.
It
You
sounds like
alive?
social worker would be your best bet.
Yeah.
Someone trying to find out why this kid is suddenly, what's going on with him. Probably, checking the house
Yeah,
out.
he's missing a lot of school.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is
Um,
like
Let-
truant is the ultimate word you would use to describe him. He's just been missing a lot of things lately,
Right.
which
But
is
we
very
can-
much not like
Can
what he
approach
used to
that
be.
from Right.
all right, I'm just gonna do some
Right.
quick and
Yeah,
dirty
can I roll a
identity creation for Amelia.
And Amelia, what would you like to roll to create a profile? Intelligence and academics.
I believe, yes. I think it's intelligence academics, and I have a specialty in psych profiles.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, let me check something real quick, because
Which gives
Slasher
me dice.
Slasher has a role for profiling. Of course, this is a profile of a different variety.
Huh?
Chapter 1, and there was blood. Dear God, there's blood everywhere. Here it is. So the normal profiling role is intelligence and empathy.
Oh, good. I'm high in both of those.
Yeah, but you can add your psychological profiling specialty to this role.
Excellent. Cool. So I'm not using my academics.
No.
Because my psych profiling skill is under my academics.
Yes, but that applies to this role because it is literally a profiling role.
Right, but I'm not going to add my academics
No.
rating.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to double check before I rolled right or wrong. I think I'm rolling the same number no matter whether I'm doing empathy or academics. So. Ooh, pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, exploding dice. And, which was 5 successes.
Goddamn. Okay. You learn a lot. Your insight, you might go so far to say that your insight on this subject is nearly preternatural.
Not
So
for me.
let me look at what this does. Let's say I do believe you have successfully created a profile without resistance, which means the mechanical bonuses are you win all ties in contested rolls against the target, regardless of who is the attacker or defender. And you always go before them in initiative, because at this point you know what he's going to do before he does.
Oh, yeah.
And you can ferry out a mental problem. Yeah, you figured out this kid's problem is pretty clearly, oh hey, I am a werewolf and I don't know what to do about it.
Right.
But you see, like, you start reading through his responses to a lot of things, and like the further back, like right now he's not responding to anything at all. You go further back and he's got like dumb excuses, like, oh sorry, I was feeling a little sick.
Right, I fell asleep or I lost track of time.
Right, but worse than that, he's having a very difficult time keeping his excuses straight. Like, he tells one friend he's sick, and he tells the other friend that he lost track of time, and then if these friends are also friends with each other, they would obviously be like, well, he said he lost track of time, and the other one was like, he said he was sick. So this guy is not good at covering his tracks at all. He's not good at lying.
He's a kid, he's scared, he's anxious, he's getting real sloppy real fast.
He's getting real sloppy real fast.
Situation's a powder keg.
And you dig back even deeper, and you find, no pun intended, the silver bullet.
Oh.
You find a message exchange between him and one of his friends that's just like, hey, if I did something that was really bad and fucked up, could I tell you about it?
Whoa.
And, this is back and forth of like, well, how bad are we talking? He's like, let's say, hypothetically, I killed someone. It'd be like, well,
is this him to his friend, or is this his friend to him?
This is him to his friend.
I thought I'd check.
Yes.
Right.
And he's just like, well, hypothetically, let's say I killed a guy. And he's like, well, who did you kill and why? And he's like, let's take that out of the equation. And then it developed, and then it descended into we can't take that out of the equation, Miguel.
Right.
Like, if it's murder, motive plays a lot of play, blah, 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 something about the justice system, yada, 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 and they quickly lose track of it. But, like...
Right. There's a difference between murder and manslaughter, and I need to know which one we're dealing with.
Right. But, like, out of the blue, cold clock conversation starter.
Right.
Would you help me cover up if I did something that was fucked up?
Yeah, what would you do if I did something fucked up? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And, it's from that point on, he starts receding slowly and slowly from, society at large.
Right, he's disengaging and isolating.
Yes.
We hate to see it. Well, from his psych profile, can I tell where he stands kind of like academically, like medium student, more of a delinquent?
He's not a delinquent because his recent truancy is causing a sort of a bit of a disturbance, but at the same time, you can definitely tell he's not brilliant, he's not gifted, he's not academically minded. He's sliding by with C pluses and B minuses.
Right, he's the average kid who doesn't really care too much for school.
Is there anything that you can pick up about his interests?
But like you look at his B minuses and you would assume that they were more out of pity from the teacher than they were from his achievement.
Right.
It's because he's
the trailer park kid.
I'd say number one, he's the trailer park kid, and number two, he does not seem to be disruptive in class. And sometimes when you've got a class from a trailer park and you've got a low income school, just having a student who isn't a problem is a fucking godsend.
Right.
That kid, gets a
couple... He's not a strong student, but he's not a disruptive student.
Exactly. And when you're not a disruptive student, you can get a little leeway.
Oh yeah, no, that's more what I was I think Amelia's looking for is he a struggling student or is he like a disruptive student?
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you would definitely put him more towards struggling, but he doesn't seem too concerned about his academic pursuits. Like school is just something he has to do.
Right, he has to do it, and then he'll graduate, and he won't have to do it anymore.
Right. Interests. Okay. He was on the soccer team. He wasn't like. Junior varsity, so he's not he's not an excellent soccer player, but he does seem to like soccer. And he does like show some skill. Like that's usually what he does on his days off. Like when he's not practicing or playing a game, he is actually just like playing for fun.
Gotcha.
What about Waylon? Will Waylon be your partner or your
yeah, maybe Mikey should
probably need someone there. I mean, I'll be with you. I'm a little worried in terms of if he has like super senses and stuff like that, but
he might, but probably not enough to recognize you or see you. That seems like an advanced ability.
Yeah. I'll just keep a low profile. But you might need to use me to. Well, at some point you might need to establish your bona fides in the conversation.
Oh yes.
And having a freak show up out of nowhere might do that. However, make sure that he's not liable to sort of react with panic and kill me. Okay.
I'll try not to.
Nah, man, you're fine. That being said, he does have one academic interest. He's big into history, He falls down wiki holes all the time.
There you go.
History is clearly his best subject. Like, every once in a while he gets a Facebook message from his history teacher being like, God damn, Miguel, that was a great paper you wrote about Simon Bolivar. I didn't know you were so interested in Colombian revolution. But at the same time, that history teacher also expresses a lot of disappointment. It seems like Miguel has a lot of topics that he's very interested in, and then he's not yet reached the point of
I'm not
academic.
interested in doing it in school.
Right. He hasn't reached the point of academic interest where he recognizes that like all of world history is connected.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, Mikey, do you want to forge me some social working papers? I mean, I got social working papers, but school counselor papers?
Sure. So we're gonna go with the school counselor approach, and just say he's been missing a lot of school. That. And what about Waylon? What's he doing there?
I think I could bluff my way into being a representative of some university. How old did you say he was?
You figured out an age. He is 17 years old.
17. And you explained, Amelia, that people here go to college at 18?
Yes. Typically, if they go to college.
So if he's going to look, he should be looking.
I'm about to say that might strain credulity, but it will get you in the door.
We can forge documents for Waylon too. There's no reason why. There's plenty of what it could be is I am a licensed clinician, but there's a difference between social workers and clinicians. We could say that we're bringing in a clinician to speak with him because of this unusual behavior.
It's not a bad idea. Alternatively,
That's not a bad idea at all.
We can fudge social work papers for Waylon, and I can be in.
Or Waylon could be a truant officer.
The clinician.
Do they dress like this?
They might. Oh, I was thinking alternatively we could go the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters route and say that you teach PE.
Yes.
Right. Wolverine's two excuses are always PE and art.
Yeah.
Really? What subject do you teach? Art. Thank you very much.
Art. Yep. So sassy. But yeah, because outside of the game, when Katie worked in social work, there was often a social worker and a clinician. So we can always fudge papers for Waylon as a social worker and a school social worker, and I can be the external clinician.
Okay. All right.
I'm already a licensed clinician.
Well, it's probably easiest if I use some existing names. That way, I just create some IDs with the existing names and make some. Well, Mike has like 4 dots in larceny and 4 dots in computers. What's the best approach?
So I'm gonna say that this is a wits and larceny roll. They won't be laminated, but it's better than like flashing a pack of cigarettes like it's a badge. Fucking Blues Brothers style, baby.
Want to be laminated? I'm sure I've stolen one at some point. Okay, larceny plus wits. This is not a security system, so we're going with my raw score. Okay. That's 4 successes.
Woo! Yeah. So you cook up and print out some little strips of paper that have all the appropriate information and data that would be expected on them.
All right. Let's go try to talk to a agitated, possibly dangerous, escalated teenage werewolf. We keep walking into situations that Amelia is weirdly certified to handle.
It's like Adam brought you in for a reason.
Yeah. Between
I
all the
get that.
Malkavians and now the like teenage boy who needs therapeutic intervention, Amelia's like, man, I knew psych was a direct degree. I knew this would come in use in the afterlife.
The closest thing to social workers I have been exposed to is you, and lawyers.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah, social
I'm going to
workers.
follow your lead.
Yeah, I'll do most of the talking. You can say you're a
Basically,
Freudian therapist. They do most of the listening. You just kind of talk at them.
All right.
basically, for a social worker, think of what a lawyer would do, and then do the exact opposite.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a very good way of putting it, Mikey. The opposite of a lawyer.
So doing things that they're not paid to do.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That's remarkably accurate. The social worker does all the things lawyers aren't paid to do.
Yep.
That actually makes a lot of okay. Yes. The the gears start turning.
Right? All right, I'll be right back. I need 1 second and then we'll talk to the werewolf. I need to go to bathroom.
Go Team Venture!
Thank you.
I haven't shown you the Venture Brothers yet, have I?
No.
David has been watching Venture Brothers lately, so
I should get into it. I've got it all on HBO Max or whatever it's called.
yeah, it's like a good way to kill 25 minutes or so. You know,
Mike, you
it's
can
entertaining. It's crazy.
Mike, you can conceal weapons, can't you?
Yeah, of course. I can conceal myself, so I hope I can conceal a weapon.
Yes.
Oh, you want me to carry your sword? Okay,
Yes,
sure.
please. I can get away with carrying a walking stick, but I don't think that I can convince them of good intentions carrying a cavalry saber.
I thought I taught you how to conceal something.
No, that was Amelia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, for the club.
I just have a big coat.
Like the Highlander. All right, add it to the list.
Yeah, he gives you a blank stare. From
Uh,
Kilkenny, but
somehow.
Basically, it's a movie where there are a bunch of immortals who run around with swords that they somehow fit into their like dusters and overcoats and stuff. I have
Highlander?
to admit, I kind of stole the style. Yeah.
God damn it. I accidentally purchased an old crone with a quill, but all she does is overline the writing on all my scrolls with a broader font. Because she's a hag of bolding.
uh,
I came in at the wrong moment, or the very right.
I'm removing 19 experience points from your character sheet.
I deserve it.
Now we're even.
We're just going,
Alright.
going to
Let's go make
emasculate.
friendly with the werewolf kid.
So do you knock on Letitia's door?
Yes, Amelia will knock and give Waylon a
Do you
reassuring
need a
wink.
obfuscate roll from me?
Yeah.
I don't think you need an obfuscate roll for hiding an object. Depends on how big.
Well, I mean,
this
for
is.
hiding myself.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It'll be good to have that. Just have a number for that. No reason why. No reason at all.
Yeah, Amelia will give Waylon a reassuring, like, just follow my lead kind of wink as she knocks.
I think it's heavy, Waylon. All right. That is 1, 2, 4, 5. 5 successes. The big die pool.
Beautiful. Because yeah, touch of shadow is wits and larceny plus obfuscate, and then the number of successes has to equal the size of the item.
I was actually just going to use my level 3 ability.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I mean it conceals everything on me and whatever I carry.
Alrighty then. So, you knock on the door. Just a
We do.
minute. And there's some noise of like clattering dishes, and then just like a peek through the eye hole, just like, who is it?
Hello, I'm Amelia. I'm a licensed and certified youth and family specialist. I'm here with one of Miguel's school social workers. Is Miguel home?
No, he isn't.
Oh, do you know where we might be able to find him?
I don't.
Is this Letitia, Miguel's mother?
This is she, yes.
Do you mind if we have a word with you? Miguel's not in any sort of trouble, I assure you. We're here to check in on him. A lot of his friends have been concerned lately.
Make a beautiful manipulation and persuasion roll.
Would love to.
Miguel's not
I'm
in any
so-
trouble. Bull fucking shit.
I'm so
Would this be
fucking
persuasion or subterfuge?
This is persuasion.
Persuasion.
It's just fast talk.
Oh.
Just like, we need to get in this door.
Wait,
And
is
you're
it
not
persuasion?
lying because his friends are concerned.
No, but
Sure.
he is definitely in trouble.
Mm.
Yeah, but not with us. They just don't know that.
Right.
Okay, what am I rolling? Sorry.
Manipulation and persuasion.
Okay.
About to say, and she hasn't opened the door yet. That's what I mean.
Yeah, she's clearly on guard too. Manipulation and I'm sorry, one more time. My brain is dumb tonight.
Manipulation and persuasion.
Persuasion, thank you.
Because
My brain could remember the first word in exchange for the second word.
About to say, she's brown, you're white. If she opens that door, anything could happen to her and her boy.
Amelia is technically not white, but she's a vampire, so she's a very creamy like she's like coffee with a lot of milk poured in there.
Oh man.
Like she's not technically white, but she's definitely whiter than she should be. She's whiter than when she was a human.
Right. Man.
In fact, she's if Miguel and his mom are Latina, then she is of the same. Then she is kin.
Ah.
All right, but okay, I got one success.
One success will get you in the door. Well, one
No.
success will get her to open the door.
That's all we need. Amelia will take baby steps.
So yeah, she opens the door and
You know something? While she's distracted, I'm gonna zip around the. Well, do trailers have a back entrance, or is it just one entrance?
No.
Some of them do.
there's
They
only
have a roof.
yeah, these ones only have one entrance, but there are a fuck ton of windows.
Right. I'm gonna try to see if I can do a stealthy entry
Ooh.
while she's distracted.
Roll that beautiful dexterity and larceny footage. What are you looking for exactly?
Well, I figured I'd check out Miguel's room. Well, establish if Miguel's in there, because she could be lying.
This is true.
So, so I'm gonna check to see if Miguel's there. It's a tiny space, so I don't think it'll be that difficult. If he isn't there, then I'm gonna kind of search his room and see if I can find anything that might
Right.
give us.
Make sure there are no nooses handy that we should be concerned about, or
Any
bodies
bullets,
in closets that he's disposing of later.
bullet under the floorboards.
Dex and larceny, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 9, 8. 3 successes.
3 successes. As fortune would have it, you managed to climb into Miguel's room. Oh man, who's a soccer star right now? I have no idea.
I'm only familiar with one team.
Fuck.
The only soccer player I remember is Bisham from the guy who married the Spice Girl, right?
Oh god. Cristiano
long time ago.
Ronaldo of Manchester United. So yeah, you crawl in, you open up the window, you open up the screen, you crawl in. As fortune would have it, you crawl into Miguel's room. It's okay. It's pretty unremarkable. Like, there's a poster, Cristiano Ronaldo. He has a very old computer in there. It's obviously a rescue or a hand-me-down. This thing's probably
Like
running.
one of those old, like one of those Apple like Mac chunkers from middle school.
No, not that old. It might be one of like the old Apple computers with like the color monitor, the color it's just the box. Like there isn't a
Yeah,
power for it.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah, no, he's got one of
That's
those.
Since anyone besides the mom is home.
He's not in his room at the very least. It doesn't sound like there's anyone else in here. Yeah, like there's a bed, there's a bureau, there's a closet, and there's a desk with an old janky ass computer on it. The point is, he's not playing any fucking slick games on it. But
No Call of Duty.
No.
Shoot a man.
No, but it probably has RuneScape on it.
Ooh. And what do you need besides RuneScape at the end of the day?
Honestly, like. Pidge and I were trying to play games, but all of our like various internet services were down. Like TF2 was down, something else was down, and she was like, "Fuck it, I guess there's RuneScape." We fucking booted up RuneScape, and
amazing. It's timeless.
That game's still just okay.
It's so savage.
Like, it's not good.
You want to bang your head against a wall? Just play RuneScape for a while.
It's a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you get in. Meanwhile, back at the front door,
charm pants off of this lady. She just doesn't know it yet.
Well, you charmed you charmed an ankle off this lady.
I'll take
it. And yeah, she opens the door and says, "I guess it was only a matter of time before this happened." But
we've informed that Miguel's been missing a lot of school lately. And before we get into it, I want to make it clear that while we were sent by the school, we don't have the same priorities as the academics. We're here to make sure that Miguel is happy and getting everything that he needs. We're not here to get him into trouble.
Which is true. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
not what we're here for.
Most of all, we want to make sure that he's safe.
Okay. Well, I know he's been missing a lot of school lately, and I've been trying to get on his case about it, but he seems hell bent on not going to school. He was such a normal kid, and now he just doesn't want to be around people. He doesn't even want to be around his own mother, his mommy. Although, maybe he is reaching that age.
Still, it sounds like it was a fairly sudden transition. Has he mentioned anything? I know teenage boys can be pretty secretive, but any insight is really helpful.
Well, make another manipulation and make this one a socialize roll.
Yeah, would love to. Cause I'm good at those. I got 2 whole successes in my pocket.
And she just says, well, it all started a couple of months ago.
Mm.
And he came home from Wolf Lake stark naked and sweating bullets, and he said he didn't want to talk about it. And
Oh my.
I didn't push the matter because I figured, I don't know, maybe when skinny dipping or something and somebody stole his clothes, it just sounded really embarrassing.
Right. Teenage boy hooligan-ness.
Right. And his friends are good boys, but they get up to mischief, and stealing someone's clothes while he was skinny dipping in the lake seemed like the least threatening thing that could possibly happen to him. But
Right.
I figured he'd be able to talk about it and laugh it off a couple months later. He's not a very proud boy, but that didn't happen either, and that's sort of when all this started.
That's good to know. We've spoken to a few of his friends, and it sounds like he's been reaching out with them less and less too. But if he were to go to any of his friends, do you know who he might trust or would spend time with, even if he was shutting everyone else out?
Well, the friend that he trusts the most is probably James. James is a little older, and he's got trum to him, if you know what I mean.
He's got what?
Trum. Trum is an actual thing.
Oh, I believe you. I just don't know what it means.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Oh man, I cannot find it. Trum is a certain quality that someone has, which allows them to, like, they're the one who always starts the scheme, but they're not the one who ever gets in trouble for it.
Ah, right.
Like,
Right. Con man charisma.
right. And like, it's not even necessarily for bad things. Like, you can have Trum for a just cause, but it always ends poorly, but it never falls on you.
Right. Ah, gotcha.
So, like, speaking of, like, revolutionary circumstances, like, I don't know, but, like, someone who starts off a revolution and John Brown had Trum. That dude had
Never
fucking
heard the word before.
But he got killed for it.
Yeah, but he got away with it for way longer than he should have.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Like, you can only be an operator on the Underground Railroad so long before it finally comes for you, but at the same time, like, that dude pulled some fucking tricks, and you're like, how does this fucker keep getting away with this shit?
It's the El Chapo, it's the Whitey Bulger, it's the how do they keep getting away from the shit we know they're doing.
Right, yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, Trum also means someone else needs to be getting in trouble when it should be them.
Right, there's a scapegoat or an accomplice.
Right, or we catch somebody, we rope this kid into it, and now he's gonna get in trouble and I'm not. And at the same time, maybe we don't blame the person with Trum about it. But
right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So the friend he trusts the most is someone who will totally leave him in the fire.
Right. It might come back to rescue him in later and be like, oh, it was all part of the plan, but it was not part of the plan.
Yeah. Gotcha. Amelia nods heavily, like, I understand. If we were to try to speak with James, is there anywhere he frequents or anywhere we might be able to find him?
Well, I mean, I know where he lives, but I bet you already know that. He and Miguel, they play soccer together.
So perhaps we'll try the soccer field sometime.
Yeah. You might be able to find him there. I mean, maybe even this late at night.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And, again, we're here to make sure Miguel's okay. So if anything happens or you need any assistance from us, and I'll send her like a business card, like I'll write down my email.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll be like, please feel free to reach out to me. And I wish well for you and Miguel. I really do.
Setting up a new email account is the easiest thing.
Fucking I am a social worker at hotmail.com.
Yes. I do social work at idosocialwork.com.
Yes. But so meanwhile, in the boys' room,
What's investigation?
there we go. Give me that beautiful wits and investigation footage to find incriminating evidence.
Oh yeah. Also, sorry, Waylon, you could have asked questions, but also Amelia assumed the more Waylon stands there and not talks, the happier Waylon is.
Yes.
3 successes on that investigation roll.
3 successes.
Mike is
So
pretty good at investigation.
you're crawling around under his bed and you find an old cigar box. And this thing's pretty ancient. Like it smells. It's got a powerful odor. And it's got a little padlock on it. You make easy work of it. I'm not even gonna make you roll larceny to unlock it. It's just like if you did not know how to pick a lock, you couldn't pick this lock. Like you don't even need tools. You could probably just jimmy it open. But you open it up and there are a couple of Animorphs books. Seriously. And
boy.
probably
Listen, we love Animorphs.
we
we
do love
stand.
Animorphs. There's some Animorphs books. There is a very old unsmoked pack of cigarettes and a severed ear.
Yeah. I take out my my cell phone and take a couple pictures of the ear. And well, let's see. How old is the ear? Does the ear seem to be?
Fresh. Actually, give me an intelligence and medicine roll.
Glad I put that point in there.
Hey.
Just one.
Just one. Well, it's starting to decompose, but you don't know how long it takes for an ear to begin decomposing. But
All right,
it sounds as if the conversation at the front door has come to an end. It might be your best idea to leave.
All right, I take the picture. I take a little bit of try to take a unobtrusive piece of the ear, like just slice off a little chunk.
Just a tiny slice. Just a tiny slice for the
Lock the cigar box up again, put it back where it was, and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Sounds good. So you guys reconvene.
Actually, before we say goodbye, can I do an aura perception on Mommy? I forgot to do that.
You may. That's a very good
Thank
idea.
Can you remind me what those are?
So aura perception is intelligence and empathy plus aspects minus the subject's composure. So you'll lose 2 dice.
Okay, so intelligence, empathy, aspects.
Yep, minus 2.
Yeah, I just have to do the first. I have to add first and then subtract.
Right.
Can't do both. Cause gay and bad at math. Empathy, aspects. I just got a point in that. 9 minus 2 is 7. I mathed good.
Good work.
Ooh, okay. Oh, hell yeah. That's 4 successes.
Oh, baby Jesus. Okay, so the most obvious aura that she possesses is orange. She is afraid.
Mm.
Under that is a dark blue aura, which implies suspicion. Under that
Gotcha.
is a silver aura, which implies some sadness. And under that is a light blue aura, indicating calm.
Right. Gotcha. That all checks out.
But mostly she
Um,
seems afraid of what's happening to her boy. A little
Right.
suspicious of you.
That makes sense.
Like,
Right.
you put on a good show, but at the same time, like, oh no, man, CPS ain't gonna take my boy away.
Oh, yeah. Cool. And then I'm gonna maybe try to snunk around somewhere discreetly. And can I speak to the trailer house, please? I remembered all the cool shit I can do all of a sudden. I was like, I could be talking to the fucking house.
You can absolutely try to talk to the house, but I don't think
Here.
there's a way that you can talk to the house without Letitia hearing you.
Ah, damn it. Alright, maybe I'll come back at some point, ask the house what it knows.
My log saw something last
But yeah,
night.
we can reconvene.
Can I find a gif of that?
Yeah. And I'll let Mikey know about the suspicious friend. The inspiration of Amelia. Log Lady plus Harley Quinn equals Amelia.
Fucking, oh my god, I love the log lady so much.
Mm-hmm.
And her final performance is fucking heartbreaking.
What a queen.
God damn. Have you ever seen the final log lady scene?
Yes, because when we made Amelia, you were like, have you seen this? And then we watched it and we cried together.
Oh man.
Is that in the new Twin Peaks?
Yeah,
on
in the
Showtime?
new one, she comes back for
Wasn't
one
that like a
last
month
scene.
before she actually dies,
Yes.
too? Spooky.
And like,
Yeah, I didn't make it. I think I watched 4 or 5 episodes of that, and I just got.
The scene is is her on the phone being like, I'm going to die.
yep.
And she like, it's like very powerful, and then she dies overnight, and then apparently like a month after shooting it, she's like actually died.
Yep.
My goodness.
Oh, damn.
She was very sick. Like, she's got
Yeah.
like in the scene,
That's the
she's
thing.
got like a breathing tube, and like she's lost a lot of hair from cancer, presumably.
Yeah, exactly. It's so powerful because it's like essentially her like, I'm actually going to die, so I don't need to act right now. They're just filming my existence.
Yeah, no, it's super fucked up.
Stop
and
that, method actors.
yeah, fucking choke on that one, fuckers. And
Right.
I don't know, like I just trust Lynch to do it right. I trust him to do it with respect.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't know, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would fuck around with someone like that or fuck around with that feeling. Like, if the dude can make Blue Velvet without making any of his actresses uncomfortable, like, I feel like he can shoot a scene with a dying woman being like, yep, I need you to talk about your experience. And
Yep.
the log
We're gonna
lady...
get real
wasn't comfortable.
Wasn't
Isabella Rossellini uncomfortable? I thought she was.
In Blue Velvet?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe? Because I remember seeing an interview with the lead actress of Blue Velvet being like, now, David took me aside and he said, if anyone makes you feel uncomfortable or does anything that you're not comfortable with, I'll stop everything. And if that's anyone's fault, I'll get rid of them. And David Hopper said something similar, like, hey, I got a lot of pull with David, so if he's not willing to put his ass on the line and do the right thing, I will.
Okay.
Love that.
Dennis Hopper. It was
I'm sorry, Dennis Hoffer.
yeah, he was the heavy.
The fucking the gangster huffing nitrous. Yes. And I mean, like, there's no doubt that it may have been uncomfortable, but like, apparently they were always willing to stop a scene if she got overwhelmed or if anything was getting weird or going bad. Just like, oh nope, if you're done, we're done. This is over.
Right. Love that. All right. Yeah. We'll all reconvene.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you find, Mikey?
An ear. By the way, was the ear ragged or was it clean cut?
Clean cut.
Clean cut.
Oh.
Found somebody's
Oh,
ear
pull
rotting
a
in
Van Gogh.
a cigar case. I took a little sample. I tried to leave everything as much as I could. And, oh, here's a picture. Kind of
Did he
sad.
pull a Van Gogh?
I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty old. It's something that happened, some time ago, I guess.
Thanks.
I didn't get a chance to check the computer. You guys could have been chit-chatting with her a little while longer. So
She was
I figured it was gonna take
very
about 5-10 minutes to
defensive.
boot up the
She
computer.
was pretty suspicious. She wasn't I don't think I could have kept her much longer without her getting quite agitated.
It took Amelia's best just to get her to open the door.
Yeah, I had to pull out all the stops, Mikey. I had to really charm her to get her to open the door at all. She thought I was white.
Ugh. I have news for you.
Waylon,
What?
don't say it out loud.
I'm just saying that you and your car look almost the same.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna cry until later.
She did
Wow.
mention somewhere where he may have run off to.
Yeah, apparently a friend he trusts deeply who might not be
Was
the
that?
kind of friend you should trust.
Do you think that was the person that he mentioned the hypothetical of hiding a body with?
It
Most likely.
was.
Yeah, it seems most likely. Yeah, we have the names on the messenger to confirm.
We have the receipts. We've got the.
I wish Atticus was here. His dog could probably tell us a little bit about the ear.
This is true.
If I could go in and touch the ear.
Well, you can touch
But I
this.
don't
And he takes a little tiny Ziploc bag and there's a scrap of rotting meat in it.
Oh. Yeah, can I roll to speak to the ear sample?
You can. You'll need a lot of successes because it's such a tiny piece.
You're gonna have
That's
to
fine.
touch it, Amelia.
Listen, I can't say I've done worse, but I'll handle it. All right. So that's
Don't forget willpower.
empathy. What's my clairvoyance rolls?
The spirit's touch is wits and occult plus aspects.
Thank you. Wits, occult, aspects. That's 5. Please give me some sexy dice. Ooh, those are some explosions. Hell yeah. Oh, baby.
Nice.
All right, the first dice exploded twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 successes.
Okay. This ear used to belong to a very bad man.
Oh.
Um
Uh-oh.
we're talking like unrepentant mugging heroin addict sort of person.
Yikes.
And
Excuse me. Do you mean a person who mugs heroin addicts for fun or a heroin addict who is a mugger?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
yes on that one. Just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mug a heroin addict because fuck him, he deserves it. And also, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also a heroin addict, but I'm not as bad as these guys. Like, I've got a leg up on the pile. That
Right.
means I'm better than them. I'm not this
Yeah.
trash.
Right. I'm the heroin addict that stabs other heroin addicts. I'm like the Dexter of heroin addicts.
Right. Like
I
the
don't sell the stuff, but I mean, if they have it in their pocket, what am I
like
gonna do?
Yeah.
Let it go to waste?
the hypocrisy here is very powerful.
Yeah.
The last thing this the owner of this ear experienced was jumping the wrong kid. Like
Oh,
you can
snap.
see it through your eyes, silently stepping out from behind a tree while a sweating kid clutches his head. It looks like he's tweaking super hard. And when he went in for the kill, well, you know, sometimes you get the wolf and sometimes the wolf gets you.
Yeah. Sometimes you go in with your fangs and then. Rawr. Gotcha. But why did Miguel cut off the ear? Fast.
Maybe as proof he wasn't dreaming. Or we have a little serial killer on our hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming the ear holds no. Well, does the ear remember anything after death?
No. The ear presents a powerful sensation of being a trophy.
Oh. Damn. That's not good.
Oh, this kid needs to learn
Ear
how to
trophies.
preserve his.
Ear trophies are never a good sign psychologically. Let's go try to
You
find
should really
James.
drive it.
Yeah, the ear emulates an aura of I did it and I'm proud.
Oh gosh.
That's
We
not
gotta get
bad
this
in
kid on the
itself.
straight and narrow. We gotta get him into the damn program.
Just
The
say
do not
no.
amputate real ears.
We'll work on the
Mean it.
acronym.
Do not amputate rival ears program. The DARE program.
Okay, so that's you were able to determine that from massive successes with the ear.
Ooh, ooh. Gross. I'm gonna give the gross scrap back to Mikey. Ick. And then I'm gonna wipe my fingers on Waylon's nice clothes.
Can I roll to catch your hand?
Please. Listen, you sassed me earlier, so I'm gonna try at the very least.
Raylan, the gentlemanly thing to do would be to wipe her fingers off with your kerchief.
Exactly.
Yeah. Treat me like a lady.
Okay.
It's
She
been
said
embroidered with my
gently.
initials, and I hand it to you.
Wow.
Oh, what a cunt.
That's so cute.
All right, so you've got a couple
Now
of
nice.
Waylon,
leads.
tell me you embroidered that yourself. Tell me you embroidered that yourself.
Amelia, catch.
What am I catching? No, I don't want to catch things. It's probably the
Oh.
gross ear.
It's a little bottle.
It's a what?
It's a little bottle.
Oh, okay. I can catch that.
What's
Pure
in
all.
it? Alcohol?
Purell. Mike would
Ah,
definitely
thank-
carry some Purell, like a little thing of Purell around.
Oh, thank you.
About to say, the only thing else that's better is a little bottle of iodine. Oh no, there's blood all over the place. Ah, there's no way we could tell whose blood it is.
I am not.
All right. So what's next stop? We're going to the soccer field. You said.
Yeah, we should
yeah.
go try to find James, I think.
About to say there are a lot of leads you can follow. There's, yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna list them off. This is an investigation.
Yeah, there's James, which seems a very obvious one. We could always try to find other friends of his from school. We could always.
We weren't able to get any impression of where Miguel killed this person from the ear, did you?
You saw trees.
Oh. So probably the forest. We could try to find the body.
It may not have been found yet. Mike, are there any reports of
Missing people.
yeah?
This guy wouldn't have showed up
Or-
in a wolfing
Or corpses found in the woods.
But
No, I
say
can
this
check.
guy would not have showed up on a missing persons report. Like nobody would have given a shit if this guy went missing.
Right, but if they found the body,
Ash
they're
report
in the
found in
woods.
the wood might be reported.
Exactly. Well, you succeed on your roll, and there are no reported bodies being found in this area.
Oh.
He might have disposed the
Shall
body.
we go corpse hunting?
He might have eaten the body. He might have dumped it in the lake.
Oh yeah, he may have chucked the body in the lake if he was smart, but he doesn't seem that smart.
About to say, I mean, he may have chucked them in the lake, but he almost certainly didn't tie them down.
Seems confused and guilty, and
Once again, I really wish we had Atticus with us. It would be nice to have a dog this particular activity.
Yeah. Well, let's go investigate the lake first. It sounds
Mike has
like
a point of
that's
view
where
killing
the
with
incident
Atticus.
happened.
Right.
Let's investigate the incident, see if we can figure out either where the killing happened or something. And then maybe we'll see if we can find this James friend.
I think that's a good idea.
Alrighty then. You guys go wandering around Wolf Lake at night.
Yep.
Ooh.
It might be a good idea for us to stay together.
What? Come
I agree.
on! You should split up. Don't be a pussy.
No, DM, you can't bully us into splitting up.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
I can absolutely try. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Okay.
I don't follow peer pressure. I went through the DARE program.
God damn. It all comes back.
Yeah,
to
I
the
brought
deal
it back.
program. Okay.
I brought it back.
So, you guys checking out Wolf Lake. What are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for like pieces of the body? What are you looking for?
I mean, if we could be so lucky that it would just float to the shoreline, that would make our work not easier, but I don't know, be finding something.
I mean, unless he weighed
if
it down, it ain't gonna sink.
If he killed him as a werewolf, especially as an inexperienced werewolf, there would have been some sign of struggle.
Right, there should be some
Huge
blood or
claw
something.
marks on trees, rent branches, stuff that isn't easily repaired.
Right.
And werewolf bodies tend to be, werewolf kills tend to be kind of messy from what I've heard. So there
Yeah,
could be
we're
a
gonna
blood
look for.
There could be a blood trail. If he dumped him in the water, there should be a blood trail somewhere on the shore.
I have no idea if it's rained since then.
It has.
True.
It's been months.
It's been months.
That
But
looked like
we
some
should at
pretty
least try to look
advanced
for like a bunch
decomposition.
of trees or something.
about to say. Okay, so number one, it has definitely rained in between now and then. Just so much time has passed, I can't in good conscience say that it hasn't rained. At the same time, the cigar box, like, you're like, oh, well, the ear should be, like, totally fucked up, but the cigar box may have played a part in preserving it in some way.
Mm.
But still, you're on the right track with, like, claw marks, blood left behind, something like that. And so the trail around Wolf Lake. So there's a trail that goes through it, and then there's some little woodlands around it. Let me see if I can see what it looks like. Yeah, and the woodlands are
It's
just
all over.
like boggy woodlands.
I say we should go into the thick of the woods. That's probably where shit goes down in the forest.
I mean, if you were
I mean, stuff goes down.
a delinquent looking to attack someone unfortunate, you would probably stick to a shadowy part of the path, right?
That seems plausible.
I don't know. I don't think about how I'm gonna spring on people in the forest very often.
Waylon, I think that's
You'll
a you
have
thing.
time. All in good time.
Oh my god.
I'm not there yet. I'm still a noob.
I'm looking at, like, Wolf Lake, and man, some parts of it look pretty good, and other parts of it look like a fucking dump. Which is like,
That is how lakes do be like.
that is how lakes do be like. So yeah, you guys are wandering around there. Everybody, give me a wits and survival roll.
Yes.
Or
Ooh,
That's something.
that's something. One success means one success.
One success here too. I don't really like the woods.
Amelia, what did you get?
ooh, I got some splody dice.
Oh god.
Mm. I got 3 successes.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. This is something very much like what I'm looking for. It seems a little too deep, but fuck it, whatever. The site of the struggle becomes obvious upon further examination. As you're walking down the moonlit trail of Wolf Lake, like somewhere around the middle, there's a little bridge, and just beyond it, you find some heavy tree damage.
Mm.
We're talking like big branches getting chopped off.
Oof.
Chunks taken out.
Right.
And like as much as rain cleans blood, doesn't clean everything.
Right. Some shit stains. Some stains stay forever.
Exactly. Lie down in the woods and let the moss reclaim you. We become dirt. And you do find a blood trail that leads off the trail to a denser part of the wood near the shore.
Makes sense.
Let's follow it.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's find us a body.
Oh, and quite possibly the most obvious are the torn pieces of clothing all over the place. There are some chunks that are like utterly unrecognizable, and then there are other chunks that look large as if they were cut or ripped off somebody.
Do you need a piece of this for your evidence bag?
Well, I mean, I guess we can let. I don't know if we have access to blood tests or anything else. I think Amelia did what we needed to do. Let's find out. Like,
Yeah, I can touch the bloody clothes.
You may
I
absolutely.
can always speak. I can always roll to talk to shit.
You can absolutely talk to these bloody clothes.
Cool. All right. Will you remind me? Sorry, I don't have my stats written down. I still lost my PDF, so I'm still working manually. So can you remind me my spirit touch roll?
Sorry. There we go.
Gracias. Bless you. What's it called? Aspect. Alright, that's 5. No, not 45. That's too many. Ooh, I got 1 splody dice. I got 2 successes. 2 successes.
Okay. The sensations that you are psychically assaulted with are torn between fear and pure psychotic fury.
Chemically induced or unclear?
It's so powerful, it's difficult to discern anything about it or through it. It's just like there is some sensation of geez, I'm a little spooked, and another sensation of fucking rend and tear, goddamn death marine.
Animalistic, primal, bestial, possibly werewolf-like and or drug-induced shit.
Yep.
Or a little bit of both.
I'm about to say this could be drug-induced. Like, are you familiar with the fictional substance Mars dust?
No, but it sounds horrible.
It's PCP squared.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Okay.
It's not 2 times PCP. No, it's PCP times PCP.
You should never get math involved with hard drugs.
No. Fuck. I wonder if I can find the rule book for that, because like it's fucking wild. Like, Mars Dust is from the Unknown Armies role-playing system, and it gives you new skills such as break handcuffs, bend iron bars, and shatter firearms. It makes you a living embodiment of the god of war for a little while.
And then you have to roll to not die.
Yeah, and then you have to roll to not die, yes.
I was gonna say, I was like, the price must be astronomical.
It's pretty hard on your heart, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not insurmountable, but there is a oh no, my body, my blood. Everything hurts.
Your biological functions have to play catch up.
They have to play catch up so hard.
Gotta pay the piper.
That piper will be paid. Yeah, it's part of the narco alchemy school magical tradition.
Neat.
So yeah, like that mad. Here it is, Mars dust. What happens when you take PCP that's been mystically mixed with iron culled from human blood? You hulk out in severe and extreme fashion. That's what fucking happens. Oh my god. Your struggle skill increases by 30%, and any damage you do is increased by 3 points. You also gain snap handcuffs and kick out police car windows. And you don't have to make any violent psychological tests. However, resisting the urge to mop up the place with anyone who pisses you off is a rank 8 self-check, and when a guy on Mars dust mops up the place with you, he makes sure to get every fucking corner. A Mars dust bender generally lasts 10 to 15 minutes. And it fucks you up for 8 hours afterwards. And oh my god, if you take it lowers your health after you come down, and if you don't have enough health, you just fucking die. But you cannot die until you come down. Anyway. Sorry.
Oh, I love it.
That being said, Mars dust is absolutely a substance that exists in this setting. I stole it. I took it. I taked it. Anyway, so yeah, it's unclear if this is what the victim was feeling. It's unclear if this is what the perpetrator was feeling, or maybe both. Amelia, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. I was like, well, it's always good to just stop and touch things sometimes,
Hey man, just touch stuff. Just rub your fingerprints all over everything. Who's gonna stop?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta stop and touch, talk to inanimate objects. It's what you do. Shall we venture onwards and deeper into the danger?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
As you
Everybody
guys
ready to skip down the trail to our demise?
As you guys approach the shore, there's a little fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even gonna make you roll. On the shore, there is a severed arm.
I'm sorry, a seven arm?
Severed arm.
Ew.
It's extremely fucked up. It's in an advanced state of decay. Everybody
Yuck.
give me an intelligence and medicine if you want to examine the severed arm.
Sure.
No, I don't think I will.
I got medicine for days, by which I mean I have one whole skill point.
Luck die? Luck die.
I got me two successes. Two successes.
Nope. Nothing.
Well, it
Sure is an arm.
It sure is an arm. It appears to run on some sort of electricity.
Might be a human arm.
So yeah, it appears to have undergone both natural decay, like predators have eaten pieces of it, but it's also got water bloating.
I see.
So evidently it was in the water and then it washed back up on shore.
Huh. And then after washing back up, somebody went ahead and...
Ate something.
Or no, it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there.
Oh, okay. I think I misheard. I thought it was like pinned to something.
No. It's just like on the shore, like the little waves move it a little bit, and then it's slowly rolling between the water and the shore.
No. Should I go talk to the severed arm?
Oh, well, before you talk to the severed arm, everyone should give me a wits and composure roll.
Oh, sure.
Excellent.
To see if we can handle talking to the severed arm.
What was the die pool?
With composure.
Oh boy, let's play Can Mike Hear Things? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Sorry, Dave is dozing. Kind of tired. 2 successes for Mike.
2 successes. Waylon, you're the only one who hears it. You, sir, are being hunted. Not to be too dramatic about it, you're being followed.
Our snooping hasn't gone unnoticed.
Oh.
Behind us a ways. Off in the trees.
Oh no, but coming closer.
Waylon puts a hand on his sword ready to draw it.
Mike is obfuscated.
I keep my bat invisible for now.
Ooh.
Hello?
Don't mind me. Just making rolls. Anyway, so as you guys wait patiently, a figure appears in the forest. They're a little scrawny. Looking for something? Little lost, folks?
Taking
Well,
a nighttime stroll.
Taking in the scenic view.
Everybody give me a wits and persuasion.
I'd like to make an intimidation roll.
Ooh, go for it, big boy.
Sexy.
What would that even be? Presence and intimidate?
Presence and intimidate, yes.
Okay.
Is this noticeably Miguel?
It's difficult to tell. It is dark. And none of you have. Oh no, actually, you do know what he looks like. You've seen enough of his Facebook photos.
Ooh, splody dice.
So I'm not
I like
rolling. I presume I'm.
It's unclear if he knows you're there or not. And even if he did know you were there, it is dark out. He might not be able to see you for what you are. He might not see you as a weird mushroom boy. But so Amelia, you try to placate him, being all like, "Oh, it's just for a nice stroll. No worry." Waylon, you are not. You're not I don't want to say sinister intent, but you're not hiding. You're not hiding anything.
No, I'm armed.
Yeah. Just like, hey, what's up? You want a piece?
Yeah.
We're taking in the scenic view, fucker!
You got a fucking problem with that?
Like a very stay where you are or shit's gonna happen.
Me and my not girlfriend and our weird mushroom son.
A family can be 2 vampires and a mushroom boy.
Yeah, a family could be a social worker and a decrepit ancient businessman vampire and their weird mushroom son.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna do this family photo now.
He
May or may not be invisible.
right.
It'll be a portrait then.
He does sort of take a look away and cradle what seems to be a massive headache for a minute. And just says, "Yeah, just a couple of weirdos going for a night stroll, just like me. Yeah, no problem."
That's right. We're just a couple of forest weirdos. Our friend here is a big cosplayer, you know? But he's like he says he's a Civil War buff, but we call him a cosplayer.
And I hate every second of it.
Civil War? Which one?
The
American
American one.
Oh,
Union.
of course. I mean, anyone who's dressed as the Confederates who isn't doing a reenactment's got something wrong with them. No. Okay. Like he's very distracted.
Talking himself into circles.
Right. Okay. And he takes a moment to sniff, and he's just like,
Amelia, I have a question. Amelia has super sight.
mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
have
you do have
heightened
super sight? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I have super sight. Can I discern if this is Miguel in the dark?
You absolutely can. Night is
Yes,
as clear to you
all of a sudden I
as
was like,
day.
I got super eyes.
I couldn't remember what your super sense was, but yeah, no,
Yeah, I got
this is clearly Miguel.
Ah, gotcha.
And-
Then Amelia will gently put a placating hand on Waylon's sword arm.
Hmm.
Save the tough guy act for the next guy we stumble upon, okay?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He'll visibly
Miguel.
relax.
Amelia's gonna be very gentle and just kind of be like, "Are you Miguel?"
Yeah, you don't look like cops.
No, we're better. We're social workers. We're like the opposite of cops and lawyers. We're better. We're therapists and social workers.
Make a manipulation and persuasion roll, just because, like, that's
Great.
good. You might be able to get some leeway with that.
Oh yeah, sweet. All right, manipulation and persuasion. It's only 3, but that's okay. Hopefully they'll be pretty good.
I get 3 successes on athletics.
I got 1 whole success.
Mike, what are you trying to do?
I am quietly, let's see, 3 successes on athletics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on stealth. So I'm just going to climb into a tree.
Alrighty then. Okay, so you're not cops, so okay, well, all right. So number 1, you're not cops. That's good. Number 2, social worker. I mean, that sounds like someone who's supposed to help people. I'm definitely having, like, he looks aside and says, I'm definitely having some fucking social problems. Okay, so can I tell you some shit in confidence? He's like, I assume you're looking for me.
Yeah, we're not. Well, Waylon here works through the school. I'm a clinician who's been sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Outsourced.
Assigned.
A lot of people have been concerned about your absence, and some friends are worried about you. So we just want to check in, and yeah, we have patient clinician confidentiality. HIPAA
We're in the
protects
middle
all
of the woods, so who's
Yeah, we're
going
in
to
the
hear
middle
it?
of the woods talking about HIPAA. It's fine.
Hey guys, you know something?
It's the Health Information
sorry.
Portable Protection Act.
There's a voice coming from the
It
tree.
was written into law by Obama, and I had to learn a lot about this when I was in social work. So we're going to talk about HIPAA in the woods.
There's a voice coming from somewhere saying, "Hey guys, you know, maybe I think that the cover story was more for the mom. Maybe we just go straight to the meat of the matter."
Get him to relax first, Mike.
I think this is as relaxed as we're going to get.
Yeah.
It's been 5 seconds.
Yeah, but he's going to trust us more if we actually, don't start everything off by spinning some tail. I mean, but yeah, sure, for parents we spin a tail, but for the kid, maybe we just talk to him.
All right, Miguel,
Hey, Miguel.
if you're comfortable, why don't you come sit down with us for a little while and we'll all talk?
We'll
Okay.
sit by
And
the
we,
fire pit.
So
yeah, we'll sit by the fire pit, we'll talk, and we'd like to help you out with whatever it is you need some help with.
okay, but you were serious about the whole clinician client confidentiality thing, right?
Yes.
Uh, let's put it this way: we we don't
Whatever
really.
it is you have to tell us, we won't be telling anyone. You don't need to worry about ethics, morals, laws, and such. We're here to take care of and help you regardless of those things. So anything you tell us, you're safe to tell us.
The more unique the problem, the better.
Okay. So
We are very good at handling very niche, unusual cases.
so I killed a guy a couple months ago. I mean, in my
Waylon looks at him
defense,
with a very blank expression.
right. In my defense, I think he
Yeah,
was
we all
trying.
blink like we're shocked, but we're not.
Oh no. In my defense, I think he was trying to kill me back. And I wish that was the worst of my problems, but when it happened, I turned into a big monster and ripped him to shreds. Well, no, first I killed him, then I ripped him to shreds.
Haha.
And then I tossed the parts into the lake because I didn't know what to do with them.
We're really not terribly surprised by this.
Right.
No, we're
again,
not. Yeah.
Trying to be honest.
So, Miguel, now that we're seated and we're being very honest with each other, I am, by the way, a licensed clinician. I didn't lie about that, but
I lied.
we work with more supernatural cases. And
Considering you put the word monster on the table first.
yeah, we know that you are a werewolf. And if you didn't know, well, you are a werewolf, which
No,
might explain most of what you're going through.
yeah, kind of expected. It's just, it started recently, and so like, I'd been having a lot of irritable feelings, especially at night, full moon. Doesn't take an idiot to put two and two together. And then, I transformed and killed that guy, and I kind of didn't know what to do from there. But I knew that the angry feelings happened more when I was around people, so I did my best to stay away from them. And I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't
Of course not.
I didn't want to I didn't want to wolf out at school or something, and I don't know. I didn't want to fuck around with James and bite his head off or something, and
Right. You don't want to hurt your friends. You are trying to protect them.
I don't want to get slide tackled and
So
kill the entire forward line.
the reason we know about you is because we were actually sent to find you. There's a group who work with people like you and other supernatural beings and humans. Sort of a coalition of supernaturals who can help each other. And you don't necessarily have to be isolated in order to be yourself and safely, if that makes sense.
That sounds really nice. Anybody who's talking, give me a manipulation and this is gonna be a little bit more
Socialite?
in depth. No,
Empathy?
no,
If
empathy
these
is
were better
lending things.
circumstances, you would probably have the opportunity to meet others from a local pack, but I'm sure that you've seen through your own news that what were they calling it in the city? The gang warfare? A great many of people that would have been able to help you locally have been wiped out.
Nope. This is tonight is the night of manipulation and persuasion.
Ooh.
because you're trying to persuade him,
Um,
hey, yeah, you should come with us, people you don't know,
yeah.
to join an
Can I use
organization you've never heard of that we're promising
Can I
can
use
definitely help you.
Can I use passion to crank up his trust if there's any to crank up?
You definitely can, yes.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Right.
because like his desire to be accepted is clear on his face.
Yes. What's my passion stats?
Let me look that up.
Thank you. I know it's something dementation. Probably occult dementation and something else.
Yeah, my persuasion skills are way into the negative, so I'm not saying anything.
Oops.
Well, I think it's the clan weakness. I have like -2 dice from Nosferatu or something like that.
That makes sense. The passion. The player rolls presence and empathy.
Ooh, I'm good at those. Great.
But the
No
difficulty
dementation.
is equal to the victim's humanity score, which only I
Oh.
know. So
There's
you'll have to tell me all of the numbers you roll.
I don't add any of my dementation.
Nope.
Rip.
Rippity.
All right.
Pippity.
Sorry. We say it one more time. I'm gonna write it down. This way I cannot forget.
Good call. The Cainite may not choose which emotion is affected. You can only amplify or dull emotions already present in the subject.
Yeah. Where is it one more time?
Let me... does this work? It did, but I fucked up and didn't copy it correctly. There we go. That's much better. I know it says charisma, but charisma is presence in the new system.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just gonna write these down on my paper copy. That way I don't have to ask these every time again. Eventually I become smart. Alright.
The key to being
Presence.
smart is just taking notes.
But it's I don't know. It doesn't
I
come
don't know,
natural.
Reynold. I take a lot of notes. When's it supposed to kick in?
Yeah.
It already has kicked in. I've got some bad news, Cap. This is you when you are smart.
Ah, shit, this
Oh,
is my peak.
I got one success.
Alrighty then. One success means you can you can raise tell me what all of the numbers you rolled were. Because remember, the
Oh,
target isn't 8 or above. The target is his
right.
humanity score or above.
They were all. It was 4, 6, 4, 7, 6. But then I rolled a 10. But then the 10 exploded into a 6.
Okay, so actually you got 4 successes because his humanity is 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because did you know that like killing someone who's trying
Oh, I
to
see.
mug you is a little too much?
Yeah.
Which means you can alter his emotional state for 1 week,
Oh, cool.
or
All
alter
right,
his
come with us.
emotional volume. So yeah,
Come with us.
you take his desire to be accepted and turn it way the fuck up. And
Oops, just gonna go ahead and crank that volume.
and he just says,
Oops.
"Yeah, I think that'd be nice."
Yeah. We'll make sure that you're somewhere safe. You can make friends who know what you're going through and maybe learn how to keep yourself safe enough to still spend time with your friends from school.
I was about to say, what do I do about my family? What do I do about school? What do I do about my mom?
Don't worry about that for now. We're going to take you to someone. You're going to hear what they have to say. This isn't the first time that they've helped someone through this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I'm not gonna end up trapped there or something.
No. We're not
No.
that type.
Okay.
We're team choice. I guess you could say we're pro-choice.
Moose ears.
You're
Actually,
fired.
I'm very conservative, and I totally agree with the upcoming heartbeat bills, etc., etc. Anyway, no.
It's just a pun. Amelia's like, it was just a pun.
It's just a pun.
Yeah. So, okay, just to give you a little preview. Don't freak out. I'm a little weird looking.
Hey man, I turned into a giant wolf and fucking ripped a guy to shreds. Well, okay, first I killed him, and then I thought about hiding the body, and then I ripped him to shreds. It was really weird.
Yeah, but you're still new to this, and so I'm not the same as you, and you might freak out and rip me to shreds, which I really don't want to have happen. That'd be very bad. I'm basically a nice guy. All right, I jump out of the tree, drop the obfuscate.
This is Mikey, your mushroom son.
He manages not to flinch or look away. Like, he's not able to hide his disgust. Like, it's still in his face, but he doesn't, like, freak out. And he's like, you know what? My urge to kill is not as risen as I expected it to be. And he extends a hand, and he's just like, nice to meet you.
Mike,
Do you shake his hand?
I do.
Okay, that's not the response I was
And I'm
expecting.
Amelia, and the cosplayer with the sword is Waylon.
Cool. Feels...
Who did he wasn't expecting that response?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't expecting... Like, when he says that, he's not referring to you.
Wait, what did he say?
He shook Mike's hand. When Mike shook his hand, he said, I wasn't expecting that response. And he's not talking about Mike.
Oh, that's right. He said he's getting irritated around people, and we're technically not people.
Right. So he might be irritated more, or he might be irritated less.
Well, he trusts me because he doesn't have a choice.
It's true. Phasers have been set to trust.
Phasers have been set to trust.
Should we talk about the V word in full disclosure?
Sure,
Do you show off some fangs?
I do.
Okay. So there's all sorts of wacky things out
Probably,
here.
we should probably take care of the floating arm.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you didn't know about that, I was going to have to kill you over it. I was really thinking about what I was going to do. I keep throwing it out there, but it keeps coming back. Like, I thought fetch is supposed to work the other way around.
Sometimes fetch works in ways we don't quite understand, Amelia says, quite profoundly, even though it's absolute nonsense.
The dog isn't supposed to be the one doing the throwing.
Exactly.
All
I
right,
think
Amelia's
we can bury an
gonna.
arm.
Amelia's gonna. Well, she was gonna tie it to a rock and chuck it back into the water, let it dissolve.
Well, I mean, Mike, are you willing? You said you wanted to take a swim.
Yeah, I said the fecal coliform levels are really high.
I mean, we can bury it, but an animal might try to
Dig it up. But, I mean,
dig it up.
Mike, you can
and
just
eat
walk
it.
at the bottom of the water. Take it out as deep as it needs to go.
I can also go. It's fine.
I know you're waiting for me to be noble and say, no, Amelia, don't go, but my jacket
No.
is worth more than your car, so...
Okay, Amelia's already sure my jacket is worth more than your car. Amelia hates that that's true, but is also very proud of the fact that she rubbed like ear juice all over his fancy coat. Yeah, Amelia's like shrugging off her nice white coat, and she's in her black dress, and she's kicking off her heels, and she's like, "It's fine, it's fine. I'll take the severed limb to the middle of the bottom of the lake."
Don't grip it too tightly. The flesh is barely hanging on.
Yep.
I know how to get rid of a body, Waylon. All right.
You can keep it. Mike hands you the Purell.
Alright, I'm gonna go get rid of this fucking limb because I'm stuck in a family full of babies.
Unsanitary as it is, I don't think that we can actually catch any sort of diseases.
Nope. Well, there are some diseases that vampires can carry, be subject to, and pass on. AIDS is the big one.
Wayland's not aware of that.
Nope.
Mike feels guilty for half a second. It's like, I shouldn't. I should have done the chivalrous. Oh, fuck that.
Fuck that. So
And
yes.
Sloth was like, nah. Yeah, Amelia comes back out, sopping wet, and goes and says, "Oh, actually, I might have to roll for it. Can I see if I can find the body in the water as I'm doing this?"
Well, Amelia, okay. So you're
Yeah.
walking at the bottom of the lake. There's something down there.
Oh no. Oh no. Should I just walk flesh into the bottom of the lake? Am I gonna get eaten?
It looks like a person,
Oh.
but it's not a person. It's
A
got
living person?
no, it's got the torso of a human being, but its legs look more like it's like a centaur if the top was a human and the bottom was a walrus.
Oh. Okay.
And it has reassembled most of the pieces of the victim. And you've got the arm like tied with reeds to a rock. And oh fuck yeah, I found like the perfect image.
Oh, if it's body horror shit, I'm gonna. Oh, okay, I'm not mad at that.
I mean, that's way more pretty than what I'm imagining.
But I can handle that.
Right. Here we go. So a cross between that and this. Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
wait.
like a walrus selkie.
Here we go. I figured out exactly what I'm looking for. There's a sort of creature in fallen London. You see, people don't die so easy in fallen London. And the problem is when they drown, things get weird. And they become drownies. More accustomed to breathing water than breathing air. But yeah, so like body walrus, dead white eyes, mottled skin, and it just looks at you like, what? And then it sees the arm that you're carrying, and it's just like, gimme.
So, just out of curiosity, you said it's assembling the body, right?
Yes.
So it is not the one who got killed.
No.
Okay.
I mean, the body it's assembling is of the guy who got killed, and like it's bloated, burbling corpse is very dead. If you had to guess, she's assembling a husband.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Amelia's gonna go ahead and give her the arm.
You give her the arm, and she produces a needle and thread. The thread is fishing line.
Gross.
And she gives you
Enjoy
a
your corpse husband.
and she gives you a quick bow before she returns to her work.
Well, that takes care of the corpse. That makes that easy.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Amelia's gonna go back and be like, she doesn't even really know what to say. But she goes like, we don't have to worry about the corpse.
With utter conviction.
Oh, Good. Good.
Yeah.
Found a
Don't
sufficiently heavy rock.
Yes, let's say it's the rock. And then she's gonna like shrug her jacket back over her sopping wet clothes and shudder, thinking about the bloated meat husband.
Amelia, there was something down there weighing that corpse that was heavier than stone. Love.
Oh,
You're
I vomited a little bit.
welcome. Oh man.
Okay, cool. The corpse is taken care of.
Do you contact Kali's Raiders and tell them that that the drop off is ready?
Yes.
Oh
See.
boy. Let me see if I can find a good photo of this guy. Shit.
Where were potato chips?
1 second, there appears to be something going on in the next room. Oh, baby Jesus. Great. Sorry, Itachi knocked over the trash.
Oh no.
Naughty boy. But yes, do you call for the pickup?
Yeah.
Yes.
A cab pulls up to the Harbor Point Estates.
Oh boy.
And like this guy pokes his head out of the cab. This cab is not a normal cab.
Right.
Does anybody have any points in crafts?
I do.
Oh,
Oh, I think I have one.
I have one as well. But
hey,
Hell yeah.
one's more than none.
what's the stat?
Intelligence. No, wits and crafts.
Okay.
Wits and crafts. Wits and crafts and wits and crafts and wits and crafts and wits and crafts. Ooh, I got a Splody dice. 2.
Just one success.
That is a reinforced cab. Like, you look at the metalwork on the side, it's got more get up and go than it looks like it has, like based by the sound of the engine. And just by the sight of it, this thing is more like a tank than it is a cab. Actually, not a tank, like APC.
Right. It's like an armored cab.
Yeah.
Right.
And this guy pokes his head out and he's just like, "Is that the kid?"
Is.
All right, sweet. You ain't dead, so that means you get to sit in the back. If you were dead, you'd have to go in the trunk. I'm gonna take you a couple states over, and everything's gonna be fine. You don't fuck around, I won't fuck around. Got it? And Miguel's like, I guess.
Can I do an aura perception on this guy real quick?
You may.
Cool. Will you remind me what that is? That's the only one I haven't written down yet.
Yes.
because I'm pretty sure that one's got empathy, which I'm very good at.
Where's that image from? I recognize that character. I can't remember though.
Scrooged.
Oh,
I
okay.
also
That's
used
weird.
it. I also used it for the previous campaign. He's the
Mhm.
one who brought
Alex to the
yes to the
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the
the
little
hotel.
motel. Yeah.
All right.
The only named location I can remember in this entire series is the Booby Bungalow.
All right. This is the one I have
We
crazy
did not
high.
stay at the movie bungalow.
What about honeybees?
Oh, and honeybees. But honeybees is barely a part of this series. Honeybees it expands beyond.
It was also the club that we burned down.
Fine.
Wasn't that like a fire
Oh,
theme?
baby. All right. I rolled 9 dice and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jeez, Katie, you're on fire with this new.
Yeah, oh my
dice.
god.
What?
I said you are
Dice
on
roller
fire.
loved
with
you.
this entire roller.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just rolled like 9 dice, so I got like 2 exploding dice, so I got 6 successes.
Baby Jesus.
The
This,
aura reading is like the thing she's best at.
this is this guy's got a pink compassionate aura, layered with a violet excited aura, under which is a rose generous aura, and a yellow idealistic aura, followed by a violet excited aura, and all of which are suffused with myriad sparkles all over it.
Ooh.
You are looking at
All
an
right.
honest to God mage.
Oh. All right. All right. So I'm not reading suspicious, nefarious vibes.
No. This guy just wants to help people.
All right. So Amelia will go ahead and put a shoulder on Miguel, a hand on Miguel's shoulder, and give him a reassuring look and be like, "Don't worry, you'll be safe with these people. They're wacky, but hey, this is a wacky situation, right? The people who are gonna handle it best are gonna be a little nuts."
Says the Malkavian.
Yep.
You're gonna be okay, Miguel.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy is a Thyrsus mage, the Path of Ecstasy, Watchtower of the Stone Book, Realm of the Primal World, Kingdom of Totems,
Yeah.
Abode of Beasts, ruled by the Arcana of Life and Spirit.
Damn.
Either that or he's Acanthus, ruled by the Arcana of Fate and Time.
Well, Alex was a life and spirit common.
Mages are a lot.
Mages are a fucking lot. They're that being said, they are the late game heroes of the World
Yep.
of Darkness. Because like the way I run it, werewolves dominate the early game. You get all of your shit up front. Vampires.
Right. Werewolves are the barbarians, and then mages are like the wizards and sorcerers.
Right, and
Where like when
vampires
you're a
are
level 20 mage, you're gonna wreck shop.
right. When I get to level 18, I'm gonna come back and kick all your asses.
Yeah. You guys are gonna be you guys are gonna regret the day you bullied me.
Exactly. And that is that. Next session, you will get later this evening. Well, you know what? So where do you go from there? Back to Amelia's office?
Yeah, I think so. It's a good
Yeah.
staging ground.
Sounds
Probably
good.
wisest.
And no sooner do you settle down to figure out what your next move is, the phone rings, and you will answer it next session.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's not the cliffhanger I want to end on. Who answers the phone?
Amelia.
Well, is it my phone?
It is your office's phone, yes.
Right, it's the office phone. So Amelia would probably answer it.
So you answer it, and a deep voice on the other side says, "So, I heard you want to talk."
Yes, would love to. Hopefully, we're able to clear up your schedule a little more.
You managed to do that. You've bought yourself an hour. Make it count. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. There we go.
Ooh.
Everybody gets 3 experience for a fantastic session.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I think you mean 2 experience and a 4th dot.
Yes.
Which I believe is a healing augment that can allow me to regenerate limbs.
Slorp.
It's not the meme I was looking for, but it's actually so good that
Okay. So it makes sense that this guy's definitely a Thyrsus. So he's got life and spirit, but he dabbles in matter. I could work on my cab, or I could really work on my cab, you know what I mean? Made us more attractive?